Alright, so this is going to be a general vlog, but it's going to be kind of on a weird topic because I had to share this. So, because I'm over my parents' house and I'm not really going out or doing a whole lot while I'm in between doctor's appointments and such, I decided to just watch a crap load of YouTube. So I've been watching all these random things, and one of the random things I watched is this one channel. I think Mr. Ballin. He talks about weird things, weird, creepy, and sometimes just like what kind of stories. So he had this. It was like a three-in-one, but he had this one story about this dude named Timothy Dexter, and it is hilarious. So I'm gonna give you the Achan abbreviated version of this man's bizarre dumb luck life. So basically, this man was born into like a poor family. They were like living like poor, and this is like in the 1800s, right? So he decides that he wants to be rich because being poor is for suckers. So he drops out of the second grade and takes his grand adventure through life, which you could do things like that back in the day. You can't really do that now. So he takes his grand adventure of life. He dumb luck marries some rich lady, and he dumb lucks actually into a fortune. Basically, his fortune stems from like something about during the Revolutionary War, which means he was young before the 1800s. So during the Revolutionary War, the country wasn't making a lot of money. They were printing their own money. People were giving them some regular money, so because they didn't know if the continental money was going to make it. So he just hoarded all the money, and by the time the Revolutionary War was over, he had a shitload of money. So that's how he came into his fortune. Then he was like, well, where do I invest this money in? So the rich people in town who couldn't stand him were just messing with this man, saying, oh, why don't you invest in these pots? Because these pots are going to be like popping. And yeah, that's what you should invest your money in. So there was some kind of weird pot for like heating oil in the winter. So he gets a boat because he's super rich at this point. He gets a boat and sends them all to the Caribbean. Now, what Caribbean people are going to do with a heating pot, I don't know, but that's where he sent it. Turns out they were like, oh, this is good for storing molasses in. So they sold out like hotcakes, made more squillions, or squillions for that time. Then they were like, he's like, hey guys, there was a great investment idea. What else should I invest in? They were like, oh, this motherfucker. So then they were like, you should invest in cats. Yeah, cats are going to be like the new popping thing. You should do that. Gets the cats together, rounds them up, puts them on a boat, sends them off yet again to the Caribbean, and they were having a bad rat infestation problem. What do cats do? Cats are little tiny like lions and tigers. So they started going after the rats, got the rat population under control. Again, the man made squillions. Part 3. Y'all just keep handing me investments hand over fist. What else should I invest my money in? Mind you, this man has a second grade, in fact, not even a second grade education. He has a first grade education. So, and they continue to fuck with this man and be like, all right, how about you invest in whalebone? Because whalebone was going out of fashion, except everywhere in France, which nobody knew about. So he takes it, he sells the whalebone, takes it to France, and it cleans up. And they're just like, we just gonna stop messing with this man because every time we try to screw with him, he just comes back with more squillions. The definition of dumb luck. This man was an idiot. So, but he just happened to be, I guess, what would be an idiot savant. But what I'm here to talk about with Lord Timothy Dexter is this bizarre damn book that he wrote later on in life called Pickle for the Knowing Ones. Now, Mr. Ballin talked about Pickle for the Knowing Ones, and all he said was it is unintelligible garbage, and it sold like hotcakes. Yet again, making this man rake in more squillions. It sold like hotcakes because it is an unintelligible hot damn mess. I went to go find it because I was like, "Does this book is this like I have to see this book for myself." So yes, I found it. I found it on Google, and Oh, Lordy Jesus. Now, Mr. Ballin does say it has no punctuation in it. The book has no punctuation, except for the end, which I can't make this go fast. This book is only 38 pages. It's 38 of the most excruciating pages. I didn't read all of it, because it's literally, I can't even tell you what it's about. I don't think anybody, except this dead man now, can tell you what this story was supposed to be about, because literally, it makes no sense. I was trying to read it to my mom, and my mom was like, please don't read this to me anymore, because this just sounds like it's going to conjure up a demon out of nowhere, because it's just that unintelligible. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. And for me, all it reminded me of is that Simpsons line where they were like, this is written on a cocktail napkin. And it still says guilty. And guilty is spelled wrong. That's exactly what this book reminded me of. It reminded me that it was just a book of that, hang on. Let me get back to the punctuation. Okay, so yeah, this is no punctuation in it at all, whatsoever. Except for page 32. Okay, so it's not even 38 pages. Except for page 32, I guess this is when he had a second edition. All that is like punctuation that you're supposed to put in where you need it. Because that's what he thought you did. Even if that was how books worked, which books have never worked like that, homeboy. I don't even know what you were doing, but then again, you had a first grade education, so I guess. But even if books did work like that, there's no intelligible place to put this stuff, because seriously, it is the most unintelligible fuckery that I've ever read. It is just, I agree with my mom. It just seems like something demons would come conjuring up, but not even evil, smart demons that are like cunning and try to get you to kill people. No, it would be a demon sitting there like, duh, like drooling on itself and just dumb for no real reason. It's just like, how, like, you're just one of Satan's rejects, aren't you? Oh no, cause like, Satan only has the good ones. I'm like a third degree dumb demon that's just like, good. So, like, ugh. like, okay, man, just try not to mess up my furniture. And then he pees on your couch. So, let me read some of this out, because, like, I can't make my mom be the only one to suffer with this, because this is a lot. Let me find a short passage. Okay. Oh, Jesus. God, this is bad. Hang on, let me put this on the side. This is bad. Okay. Oh, I can't put it on the side. Y'all not going to let me put it on the side? All right, fine. This is on page 20. Dexter that would have my drafter marry to a bishop cause capital A, agreement, the soul coast she has two, the fuck kind of word? TROUSTEAYS. I guess trustees, which have the money to deal the interest, spelled INTRESS, and she, SHEE, is so, I'm assuming this is generous, GINRESS. She buys her, spelled HUR, needles. I buys, with an S, BYS. I buys the pins, and scissors is SISERS, and all things else she leaves is spelled with a capital L in the middle of a sentence. A noun, all by alt at present, with glory spelled GLOREY. Stay school, kids. Don't write some bullshit like this, because it would. unintelligible, and people bought it. People bought it. People bought it just on general principle to laugh at this man and his unintelligible insanity, and it's just like, what is happening? So, if you want a headache, I mean, seriously, you want a headache, you want to sit there questioning where your life took the worst hard left turn on earth, look up on Google a pickle, or no, not a pickle, Pickle for the Knowing Ones. I don't even know what that is supposed to mean, but that's the name of this book. Pickle for the Knowing Ones by Lord Timothy Dexter. You would think with a name like that it would be some classy, you swilling brandy type stuff. No, it's it's written on a cocktail napkin and it still says guilty, and guilty is spelled wrong. So that is all I have for right now, and I don't even know. So until next time, later.